Have you ever wondered about the journey of Gennady Golovkin, the renowned boxing champion? Our story begins in the rugged terrains of Kazakhstan, where a young Gennady Golovkin first opened his eyes to the world. Born in April of 1982, Gennady was one of 4 children in a family struggling to make ends meet. His life was a far cry from the glitz and glamour we associate with his persona today. Gennady's first brush with boxing was almost accidental, a chance discovery of a pair of worn-out gloves that sparked an interest, a curiosity, a passion. He was just 10, but he was hooked. His twin brother Maxim shared his newfound fascination. They were inseparable, 2 halves of a whole, sharing not just a face but also a dream. Back then, the boxing ring was a haven, a place where they could escape their harsh reality. The blows they took were nothing compared to the punches life was throwing at them. And so, they endured, they persevered, they fought. For every drop of sweat, every bruise, every defeat was a step closer to victory. Their passion for boxing was not just about the thrill of the fight. It was about the discipline, the dedication, the sacrifice. It was about pushing their limits, testing their boundaries, challenging their fears. It was about proving that they were not defined by their circumstances, but by their will to rise above them. Gennady's early life was not easy, but it was these challenges that shaped him into the champion we know today. He was not born a champion. He was made, molded by adversity, hardened by struggle, and polished by determination. It was his journey, every step of it, that forged the champion in him. And that's just the beginning of the tale. So, how did Gennady go from a young boy in Kazakhstan to a rising star in the boxing world? Well, the story of Gennady Golovkin, or GGG as he's more commonly known, is one of determination, hard work, and an insatiable drive to succeed. As a youngster, Gennady was drawn to the discipline and rigor of boxing. His entry into amateur boxing was not a walk in the park. He had to overcome numerous challenges and setbacks. But with every punch, every round, every match, he was learning and growing, honing his skills, and developing an unyielding spirit that would define his career. His training was intense and relentless. Gennady would spend countless hours in the gym, perfecting his technique, building his strength, and learning the art of the sport. He was dedicated and committed, always pushing himself to the limit to improve and progress. And boy, did his hard work pay off. His victories in the amateur boxing circuit were nothing short of impressive. Each win was a testament to his prowess and skill. He dominated the ring, delivering powerful punches and showcasing his tactical brilliance. His performances didn't go unnoticed. Soon, he was selected to be a part of the Kazakhstan national boxing team, a significant milestone in his burgeoning career. Being part of the national team was an invaluable experience for Gennady. It offered him the opportunity to compete against the best of the best and sharpen his skills further. It also gave him a platform to showcase his talent on an international stage. But Gennady was not content with just being part of the team. He wanted to make his mark, to stand out, to be the best. And he did just that. His victories in the ring were not just wins. They were statements, loud and clear, of his talent and his potential. With every fight, Gennady was carving a name for himself in the boxing world. His journey was just beginning, and the boxing world was starting to take notice. The rise of Gennady Golovkin had begun, and there was no stopping him now. Now, let's delve into Gennady's shining moment, the 2004 Summer Olympics. The Summer Olympics of 2004, held in Athens, Greece, was no ordinary event for Gennady Golovkin. He was representing his home country, Kazakhstan, in the middleweight boxing category. Little did anyone know that this event would become a pivotal moment in his career, a cornerstone of his future success. Gennady, fondly known as GGG, stepped into the ring with an unwavering resolve. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation. The world was watching. He was up against some of the best boxers of his time, each equally eager to claim the coveted Olympic medal. Yet Gennady stood out. His technique, his power, his precision, all were a testament to his relentless training and sheer dedication. The competition was fierce, the stakes were high, yet Gennady remained unfazed. His eyes were set on one thing: victory. He moved with grace, his punches packed with power. He dodged, he struck, he persevered. Every match was a battle, a test of endurance and skill, and Gennady emerged victorious, one fight after another. The final fight was a spectacle to behold. Gennady, the underdog from Kazakhstan, against the reigning champion. It was a clash of titans, a battle of wills. The tension was palpable. The crowd held their breath as the 2 boxers exchanged blows. It was a close fight, a nail-biter. But in the end, it was Gennady who emerged victorious, claiming the silver medal and etching his name in the annals of Olympic history. The 2004 Summer Olympics was more than just a sporting event for Gennady. It was a platform, a stepping stone to greater things. It catapulted him into the global stage, making him a household name. It was the beginning of an illustrious career, a journey filled with victories and triumphs. The Olympics was a turning point in Gennady's career, making him a global sensation. From amateur to professional, Gennady's journey was just getting started. It's one thing to come out swinging. It's another to step up to the plate and deliver consistently. And boy, did Gennady deliver. As he transitioned into professional boxing, Gennady Golovkin, or GGG as he's fondly referred to, was well aware that this was an entirely different ballgame. The stakes were higher, the punches harder, and the competition fiercer. But Gennady, never one to back down, took on this challenge with the same grit and determination that had carried him through his amateur years. Training was grueling, pushing him to his physical and mental limits. His days were filled with rigorous workout sessions, sparring matches, and strategic planning. The boxing ring became his second home, the punch bag, his constant companion. But Gennady relished every moment, every bead of sweat that trickled down his brow, because he knew that it was all part of the journey to becoming a professional boxer. Finally, the day of his first professional fight arrived. The lights were brighter, the crowd louder, but Gennady stood unfazed. His opponent was seasoned, experienced, but Gennady only saw him as another hurdle to overcome. As he stepped into the ring, he carried with him not just the hopes of his team, but also the dreams of his homeland, Kazakhstan. The bell rang, and Gennady sprung into action. His movements were swift, his punches precise. The fight was intense, the crowd on the edge of their seats. But Gennady, with his unwavering focus and unyielding spirit, emerged victorious. It was a debut that left an indelible mark in the world of professional boxing, a debut that was just the beginning of a remarkable career. Entering the professional boxing ring was a new challenge, but Gennady was ready to face it head-on. And face it he did, with courage, tenacity, and an unparalleled love for the sport. This was Gennady Golovkin, the professional boxer, the champion, the legend. Gennady Golovkin, now popularly known as GGG, was making waves in the professional boxing world. After his Olympic glory, GGG transitioned into professional boxing with a bang. His iron fists and relentless drive quickly became the stuff of legends. He was not just winning matches, he was dominating them. His opponents found themselves at the mercy of his crushing power and tactical prowess. He began to rack up victories like a man possessed. Each win was not just a notch on his belt, but a statement to the world that he was a force to be reckoned with. The wins weren't just wins. They were knockouts, one after another, an unbroken streak that sent shivers down the spine of the middleweight division. His opponents didn't just lose, they were left sprawled on the canvas, gasping for breath. In the blink of an eye, GGG had ascended to the top of the middleweight division. He was not just a boxer anymore. He was a world champion, a titan of the ring, a warrior who had carved his name into the annals of boxing history. But it wasn't just his victories that made him a legend. It was his attitude, his work ethic, his hunger for more. He trained harder than anyone else, pushing his body to the brink of its limits and then pushing some more. He studied his opponents, learned their weaknesses, and exploited them ruthlessly. His reign wasn't just about power and victories. It was about respect, about honor, about the unwavering belief that he was the best, and the determination to prove it, fight after fight. With every punch thrown, with every knockout victory, GGG was writing his own legacy. He was not just a boxer, he was a symbol, an embodiment of the fighting spirit that defines the sport of boxing. With every fight, GGG was proving that he was a force to be reckoned with. Every sportsman faces injuries, and Gennady was no exception. But how did he bounce back? In the world of boxing, injuries are as much a part of the game as the gloves and the ring. And for Gennady Golovkin, one of the most formidable boxers of his time, they were a reality he had to confront more than once. Gennady's first major injury was a calf strain that saw him sidelined for several months. This was a time of uncertainty, a moment when the future of his career hung in the balance. But Gennady was not one to back down. He took this setback as an opportunity to strengthen his resolve. He spent countless hours in physiotherapy, and when he wasn't rehabilitating, he was in the gym, keeping his skills sharp. And when he finally stepped back into the ring, it was with a ferocity that left no doubt about his determination. He won his comeback fight with a knockout, sending a clear message to his opponents. Gennady Golovkin was back. But adversity wasn't done with him yet. In the following years, Gennady suffered multiple injuries, from a broken rib to a torn rotator cuff. Each time, he was forced to step away from the sport he loved, to heal, to recover. But each time, he returned stronger than before. He fought with a tenacity that was inspiring. His victories were not just triumphs in the ring, but triumphs over adversity. One of the most remarkable comebacks was after his shoulder surgery. Many doubted he would return with the same power, but Gennady proved them wrong. He delivered one of the most memorable knockouts of his career, showing that not even a major surgery could dampen his spirit or dull his skills. Gennady Golovkin's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It shows that even when faced with the toughest of challenges, it's possible to bounce back, to come back stronger, to keep fighting. Injuries are a part of any sport, but it's the comeback that truly defines a champion. So, where is Gennady Golovkin today? Well, let's dive right in. Gennady is still very much involved in the boxing world, proving that age is just a number. Despite being in his 40s, he remains a formidable force in the middleweight division. His dedication to the sport, his training, and his undying spirit is a testament to his relentless pursuit of excellence. In recent years, we've seen Gennady go head-to-head with some of the biggest names in boxing. Each bout is a testament to his enduring strength and skill, a reminder of why he's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of his era. His most recent fights have shown us that he can still deliver those powerful punches and quick footwork that made him a household name. Gennady's plans for the future are as ambitious as ever. He has made it clear that he's not hanging up his gloves anytime soon. His focus remains on securing more wins, more titles, and leaving an indelible mark on the sport of boxing. He's also expressed interest in helping younger boxers, sharing his wealth of knowledge and experience to nurture the next generation of champions. Off the ring, Gennady is a family man, a loving husband and father who values his private life. He's also deeply involved in philanthropy, using his platform to give back to the community and help those in need. This side of him often goes unnoticed, but it's equally important. It shows us that Gennady is not just a champion in the ring, but a champion at heart. Gennady's story is one of resilience, of an unyielding spirit that continues to burn brightly. It's a story that inspires us all to push our own boundaries and strive for greatness, no matter the challenges we face. Gennady Golovkin, a true champion, continues to inspire us all with his dedication and perseverance. Gennady's journey is a testament to the power of determination and hard work. Born into a humble family in Kazakhstan, he rose from obscurity to become an Olympic champion, a feat that marked the beginning of his illustrious boxing career. As a professional boxer, he dominated the ring with his power punches and strategic moves, earning the nickname GDG. His reign, however, was not without setbacks. He faced a series of injuries that threatened to end his career prematurely. But with grit and perseverance, he made impressive comebacks, proving that a champion indeed is not defined by how he falls, but how he rises. Today, Gennady stands as a resilient figure in the sport, inspiring many with his story. Whether you're a boxing fan or not, there's something to learn from Gennady Golovkin's journey. Until next time, keep fighting your own battles with the same determination, and you too can be a champion in your own right.